All right, so I want us to think about that. If we were to all take responsibility for each other, if we were to do that, we would go from, my own answer is that we would move from being spectators, from watching the kids, you know, doing something they shouldn't be doing, to being spect-actors, all right? Spect-actors is the term that Bryonn uses, all right? You actually participate, everybody has an opportunity to participate in the grand drama, all right? So in, for example, forum theater, when he does forum theater exercises, we're not just me performing for you, he'd say, can I have a volunteer? Can I have 2 volunteers really quickly? For example, can I get 2 volunteers? We got 1, all right, we got 2. All right, come on up. Give it up for our volunteers, all right? Give it up for our volunteers. All right. We got 3, but Ron is enthusiastic, and I appreciate that. We're gonna get Ron up here too. Okay, so we'd say we started off talking about power today, all right? So let's start off with a very basic theater game where our volunteers shake hands. And now freeze. Now they're a tableau, they're a sculpture, they're a scene, they're in a movie, all right? Now we're looking at them. You can feel free to walk around, look at them from different angles. So we would say, okay, they're frozen here. What does this say to you? Give me a word. Hello. Meeting. Greeting.
Hi.
Okay.
Good job.
Okay.
Connection.
Okay.
I'm going to squeeze your hand until you give me a donut.
Nice. Let's go with that inner monologue. So Maureen here, what is she saying? What's going on inside her head right now?
I really want this job.
I really want this job. What else?
Glad to see you.
Great to see you. This is a scene in the movie. Locate them somewhere. Where are they?
They're on the street in Bailey City.
Okay. Okay. So here's a question for you now. Who is in a greater position of power?
Louise.
Why Louise?
Body language. She's accepting.
She's accepting the greeting.
Yes.
She's accepting the greeting. What else? She's standing upright. Okay. So we're learning about body language, how our bodies communicate, right? All right. All right. So I heard somebody say job interview. If this is a job interview, who's getting interviewed? Maureen. Why? Why?
She's so enthusiastic.
Yeah. Louise is like, yeah. You're the 5th person I'm interviewing today. Right? Maureen is like, but I'm the best person you're interviewing today. Right? You know? Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask Louise to stay frozen, and I'm going to ask Maureen to have a seat. Give it up for Maureen. Give it up for Maureen. Okay. Okay. Doing great. Doing great. Now I'm going to ask for somebody else to come into this handshake and make it say something different. All right? Go ahead, Ron. Your turn. Give it up for Ron. Give it up for Ron. Okay. Now. So what's going on here?
He's mad.
He's mad.
She's late.
Okay. Give me Ron's inner monologue. What's going on in his head?
The deadline was yesterday.
Uh-huh. Yep. Ford Foundation don't want to hear it, right?
Relationship that it's over.
Oh, okay. What else? Okay.
I'll be talking to her supervisor.
Okay. What is Louise saying? What is her inner monologue?
Oh, please don't.
Who's
Screw that up.
who's in a position of power?
Ron.
Why?
He's staring back at
His gaze.
He's taller. He's a man.
Okay. Okay, he's taller, he's a man. Now I want somebody to come and undo the fact that he's taller and a man and make him in a position of less power than Louise by shifting him around. So you can move him this way, that way, up, down. You just don't touch people's face because folks get sensitive about that. You give him the face you want him to have. So if you want to have him change his face, you would look at him and give him the face. Okay? So somebody come in and sculpt this so that Ron is in a position of less power than Louise. We have any volunteers? Go for it. All right? And we will save our commentary for after our spect actor has left the scene. All right, so what's happening here?
He's trying to get a job now.
What's that?
He's trying to get a job.
He's trying to get a job, okay.
He's falling in love.
He's falling in love. He's like, this is the best blind date I've been on in a long time, right? You know? Give me some inner monologue. Who's saying what?
It's been so long since I've seen you.
Oh, it's been so long since I've seen you, okay? So who are these characters? In the movie, in the play, who are these characters? They haven't seen each other since when? High school. This is the reunion. They're at the reunion. Where else could they be?
Colleagues who haven't seen each other in a long time.
Okay. Okay. We can continue. I'm going to say just give it up for our actors. Give it up for our spec actors. All right. All right. Thank you so much. So we can continue in this way. Bawal's games are pretty extensive, and then we could actually take different scenes, take a word and say sculpt a word. He would say sculpt the problem, then we see that, then we sculpt the solution, and we could go on and go from still images to moving images. I was in New Mexico for an artist and activist retreat a couple weeks ago, and on the first day of the retreat there was a situation where a tour guide said something that offended a Native American dancer who's part of the group. And there was a sculpture that said something about the savages who were here and had been scratched out. And the tour guide proceeded to sort of defend the word savage. Oh, it could have meant noble savage, and she was like, what? She was like, they cut my ancestors' ankles off here. And he's like, well, there's no proof that that actually happened. It was a bad situation. We did theater games to process it, because the next day she was like, I gotta do something. So we reenacted the scene several different times. And every time we did it, we talked about it, different ways that she could have responded. Because she was frustrated that she didn't respond in a different way. She just kind of like got upset and left the scene. But we enacted it out several different ways, and it gave everybody a toolbox of possibilities for the next time something like that should happen. All right. So it gave us an ability to process a moment, a situation, beyond just sort of lecturing about it, talking about it. And this is what some of those kinds of these activities give us the ability to do. Gives us a chance to sort of take responsibility for the situation and for the moment by encouraging each other to see it in different ways and in a different light. Now there's I'm going to go into our next breakout with this. There's, beyond the movie theater, another very deep philosophical place that folks can look to for insight and wisdom is the black barbershop. Now the black barbershop, maybe the black beauty salon too, but I don't frequent those quite as much. But the barbershop, there's always somebody who's got some wisdom to drop, some jewels to hit you with. So my barber Adrian some time ago said to me, Bryonn, we always talk about how the early bird gets the worm, but we never talk about how the second mouse gets the cheese. I was like, what the hell are you smoking or drinking, about to cut my hair? He was like, no, brother, listen. See, the first mouse comes along, right? First mouse comes along, and what happens? Goes down for the cheese, neck all broke up in the trap, right? The second mouse comes along, sees the first mouse, says, ha, sucks to be you, right? Goes down, gets the cheese, and then goes on about their business. So all of us are like the second mouse, because all of us here today are here because somebody else put their neck on the line for us to be here, for us to have this opportunity. Somebody else was responsible for us, for our well-being, for our future, that they put their neck on the line for us to have the opportunity to be here. So we honor, and we honor our elders, we honor our ancestors, and we honor ourselves. We respect ourselves enough to take responsibility for other members of our communities.